Welcome to my quick review of the HPI models, Jaguar XJR-9 model car in 43rd scale. This is the number 2 car which in the 1988 year, so it's chassis 488, won the WEC Group C Championship and won at Le Mans. So it's the V12 engine car. And as with all HPI diecast models, the detail is fantastic. And in a minute, I'm going to remove the back, and you'll also see the white coloured car that I already have. So I've just acquired this one second-hand. And let's have a look at the detail. There we go. Looking at that front wheel there, centre lock, disc, calipers, tyre detail, excellent. Yeah, very nice. Now this car has been on its plinth for a little while. Let's have a look at that, because when I removed it from the plinth, the tyres at the front were a little bit stuck to it, and you can see how it's affected the tyres there, but that's not a big deal. Let's just see the plinth. The plinth is excellent because you've got a separate mounting area for the engine cover, which is at the back over here. The car mounts on this way. You've got a lovely plaque as well. So some people will clearly want to keep their car mounted on that with the engine showing and the engine cover off. But I tend to like displaying my cars like this, so I'll keep it out of its case and like that. So looking at the detail, we've got the full silk cut livery, which is of course cigarette advertising. And there have been issues with some cars not being allowed to represent that in the model. So, but of course I should add, getting into smoking cigarettes is not a good idea. Anyway, but we're all free to do that if we choose. Right, okay, looking more at the detail, let's look at the window. Is always a fascinating, the glass house is a fascinating place to look. Always hard to see in on these. You can see the inside of the front there, the ventilation in the perspex. Let's see what we can see. So it's a right-hand drive car, as many racing cars are, and that was generally because circuits were anti-clockwise to keep the driver weight slightly inboard, so you had a slightly off-center weight distribution side to side. But more and more cars are going left-hand drive now for racing. I mean, for years, Ferrari, even though they're in Italy, were making right-hand drive racing cars. So, yeah, beautiful detail on this car. I particularly love the aerials on these HPI models. The fineness of the detail there is fantastic. Okay, I think you'll be able to read the driver names there. Andy Wallace, of course. Jan Lammers and Donnelly? No, I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me. Okay, so looking at the back, one key thing, these rear wings always a little bit tend to go out of alignment on a lot of model cars, and I'd say that's slightly out of alignment. Let's go around to the back and look at the back before we take that off. Okay, yeah, you've got a lot of detail there. I'm going to hold the engine cover on as I turn it upside down. Okay, you've got the Venturi closed underside. Okay, rear lights looking good, and some designation on the back there. I don't know what that is. Right, let's go ahead and take the engine cover off. And it's trickier on this car than most because you've got the rear wing and because you've got the wheel spats covering the wheels. So before we look at the car, we'll just look at this now. This, I believe, is die-cast metal, whereas I think the rest of the car is resin. So I guess that's really to control the size of this and how it fits, because it does give a good fit. I mean, let's just look at the white presentation model that I've got, and we'll see. There we go. You have to kind of get it just how you want it if you can. The shot line's pretty good. go around to that side. Yeah, not bad at all. So I quite like the purity. You can actually see what the shape of the car is really without distraction on that one. But there's another video on that one if you want to see that. I'm going to put that to one side. And now we'll go for this. And look at that V12 engine. I think it's a 7-litre V12 made from the road V12 that Jaguar had been running, had in production since something like 1969 on the E-Type and the XJ12. And but of course highly modified TWR, Tom Walkinshaw Racing, supported. And of course it's worth knowing that the monocoque tub from this car was then used to make the XJR-15 series race car, one make series race car, and it also appeared as a road car. You'll find information about the XJR-15 around. Roughly the same time it would have come out as the XJ220. So you had two Jaguar sports cars coming at the same time, but one made by Tom Walkinshaw Racing based on this car, this Le Mans winning car. So yeah, lots of detail there. I love the trumpets on the intake, the exhaust, just the blue anodized bits. That must be the fuel rail in the middle, and then there's some other bits too. And the back of the tub is great to look at, and the way the engine supports run from the back of the tub down to the top of the head or the back of the block. I'm not sure what it's connecting to there, but yeah, very nice oil cooler detail perhaps, I'm not sure, or is that the ECUs? I don't know, but yeah, all in all a fantastic, lovely model. I'm also showing, I've just bought a Mazda 787B Le Mans winning car, so if you want to see another Le Mans winner, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So that's an HPI with a rear removable engine cover, and I'm going to compare that with the Spark model of the same vehicle. So do subscribe. If you've liked this video, do go ahead and like it. At the end you'll see some links to a playlist and to another video similar to this one. Thank you for watching, and you'll hear from me again soon.